Well, it's not that cold out here. It's about 40 degrees. Good morning, everybody. Dr. Freedom here with you. Um, Now, in case I forgot to mention this, an article popped up finally talking about something that I thought we'd never see discussed again, and that is the fact that Noel Clarke will not be charged for any of the accusations that was made against him in the first place. And I'm sitting here thinking, hold the phone. You mean after all that hubbub, all this, controversy, quote unquote, um, there's not going to be so much as a single charge filed? No lawsuit, no nothing. And I'm sitting there going, meanwhile, they've been raking John Barrowman under the bus as a result of this, for about a year now, for something he did back in 2008, which didn't involve him touching others. Oh, well. It's not like, he was. So I just wanted to bring that up because I'm sitting here thinking, in this age where somebody points a finger at you and you're immediately guilty, look at Johnny Depp, what's going on there. Oh, suddenly in a British court, Amber Heard apparently crapped up some evidence no one had ever seen before, and she's immediately believed. Yet we got months and months and months of pictures of Johnny Depp with bruises all over his face and all on him, and he's not working. She gets to go back to Aquaman, and they're even giving her little candies and flowers and shit and welcoming notes in her trailer, and Johnny Depp has to resign from his movie projects. What? Because it's like because she's a woman, she's less guilty. Come on, they practically had her as a cat with his head stuck in the goldfish bowl. She gets to keep her multi-million-dollar movie contracts. He has to resign and disappear. Now, I know it's not like Johnny Depp's going to go hungry, but also what ticks me off about this thing is the way John Barrowman's been treated over stuff he did almost 15 years ago. No, and I love how someone goes, well, he also did this later and did this later. Yeah, he must have, but nobody talked about it until they went and dug up some convention footage of Eve Miles going on about something that happened on Miracle Day. And it's, no one had filed a complaint about that. Oh, well, it means he's still doing it. And I'm like, I know, I really wish like I said, it sounded like I saw a lot of great events going on Twitter, about stuff that went on in the UK over the weekend. And it was nice to see some folks getting out there, meeting classic as well as new Who stars. I kind of laugh out of the fact that, Peter Davison was standing at the end, or was going around David Tennant's queue and going behind his table with a sign saying he's not that special, which you can do if A, you're the fifth doctor, and B, you're the father-in-law, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I thought it was funny as hell. Oh, man. I bet Georgia, his daughter Georgia will differ on that opinion, because it's like, somebody needs them to give that man a pill. He's got me firing out bobbies faster than I can, make him just about. Oh, man. Oh, well. So it is a crazy, crazy world we live in. And I was going to make up a video one day called Land of a Thousand Dual Standards. I'd get hit for copyright because I'd have to open it with like Land of a Thousand Dances. And just to, demonstrate, how things are done, especially like on, like I said, YouTube, where apparently once you get past so many thousand subscribers, you can now say and do what you want. They're not going to demonetize your video. Yet, if I drop the F-bomb more than so many times, or I say more than such profanity, or I touch a subject that is too controversial, next thing you know, I've got a little yellow check mark on my thing, saying This video has been reduced in monetization because of certain topics. But okay, yeah, someone said, well, yeah, brought up the trailer. Let's talk about that briefly. Now, I love how they finally confirmed, yeah, Easter. We all knew that was going to be the case, all right? No big surprise there. They still have yet to announce the airtime, and they kept pulling the to be announced statements off, like the BBC America page and all that. Like, it's going to be 2 p.m. BBC One and 7 p.m. on BBC. It's going to be a simulcast. Yet they haven't come out and said this yet. Plus, I agree with some folks. Why did they wait so long, till 2 weeks to come up with a trailer? The yellow lights of despair. Security. Yeah, I love how they're out here. Yeah, why don't you try slowing down and checking some of these placards to make sure they have the proper parking permit on them? The one I had to go get. But oh well, that's all another. People don't want to hear me talk about the parking lot, even though I'm sitting in one. And of course, everybody's still going on and on about who the 14th Doctor is and all that. And I'm like, they could. I remember, because so far, one of the things I've been hearing, they could hold on to the secret for another year. And I'm like, no, they can't. No. Because if they're going to start filming by the end of this month, and you want to film on location, or even better yet, there's guys parked out around Bad Wolf Studios. And I bet Rothlock feels lonely now. They're like, where's all these guys? They used to hang around us when a new doctor was coming. They're all over on the other side of the bay. Well, that's nice. RTD liked your comment. Okay, I'll have to read that one bit about Depp and all that somebody just put up. But I love how we look. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what kind of stuff they faked up for Amber Heard, but do you recall one time that she was at the hospital, or that she had photos running around? Come on, if Johnny Depp had been beating Amber Heard, it would have been in the tabloids long before any of this hit. Yet her evidence was more real, according to a British court. Yeah, where was it all these years? How was it she was walking on the movie sets and not, and nobody noticed, especially the guys who make their money? No, apparently they're claiming now they believe Heard more than they do Depp. And I'm like, what? And it's like, oh yeah, well, we're going to talk about that too. I was thinking about doing a separate video, but why not? Let's do it now. Yeah, I believe Depp far more than I do Amber Heard, because I've seen all the, let's just say I've seen a few of the videos that got leaked out. She wasn't suffering. She wasn't being beat. And I've seen the whole 9 yards, and I didn't see a bruise on her ever. But okay, that's because I'm a dirty old man. I'm filthy. All right, so let's talk about the trailer real quick now that I've vented off about Noel, Clarke, and all that nonsense. Yeah, we've actually seen possibly. Okay, how long is the episode? I'm hearing an hour. Yeah, I'm hearing 1 hour. Also, like I said, let's get back to the trailer before I forget it again. The Merca has returned. And it looks like, the Merca has undergone quite a bit of a refit. The Merca's gotten bigger. The Merca's gotten far better looking than, back in the day when you had a couple guys in a suit. Not to mention that a lot of the paint that was on this suit was still wet, which means the Merca was leaving Merca trails everywhere on the walls and everything like that. It'd been more scary if there'd been Merca scat on the floor. But yeah, the Merca's back. It looks like they've undergone quite a bit. How about the floating pirate ship of death? Okay, that freaked me out. Okay. Oh, yeah, I know, but then again, like I said, you could have rolled out Secretariat from the Craig Ferguson show, and it would have looked better than the Merca and Warriors of the Deep. All right, now a lot of folks have been going on and on about the whole regeneration. Yeah, originally Legend of the Sea Devils was supposed to be the swan song for the 13th Doctor, but then they got a request to do what do you call it? Yeah, I agree with you on Depp right there. Yeah, Depp had like I said, he's no angel, but he never once ever had anybody accuse him of spousal abuse ever. But okay, back to the murder. Back to the special. I have fun doing these. Can you tell? Oh yeah, Leak guy's been saying that, and like I said, I'll believe it when I see it about the 13th Doctor regenerating by drowning, because that was something I think that came out of a 4chan leak. Okay, and none of those have been accurate lately. So we'll have to sit back and wait and see. But I love how everybody's holding on to this when the simple fact was they got a request to do the centenary special. I think Chris Chibnall had a whopping 2 weeks to write the centenary special. And remember, though, the 13th Doctor in the whole Chibnall era has been such a failure that they went ahead and filmed the Series 13 anyway, and they got a request to do a centenary special. Instead of just cutting their losses and getting rid of this damaged cancer from Doctor Who. This woke SJW nonsense that is politically brainwashing my children. All right. My God, well, if you're making up those kind of theories about Doctor Who, God forbid you watch Sesame Street. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Noel Clarke's getting away. SJW. Okay, so what does it stand for? This was something I had never heard of before I started seeing these things pop up about Doctor Who. It stands for Social Justice Warrior, which I find ironic given the fact that by their definition, the Doctor's been at SJW since the 60s, okay? Because, also the Doctor's been virtue signaling since the Hartnell era. You see what I mean? It's this nonsense they bring up and brand out just to say, oh, I'm right, it's going on the tubes. Yeah, word is, the regen's going to be outside the TARDIS this time. I don't know anything about a drowning regeneration other than the fact that something that got leaked, I think, about like 4chan or Reddit or something like that. And it's like, you can't trust any of that anymore at all. But also keep in mind, we don't know what's going to go on in the centenary special. I thought SJW at first stood for Sexy Jodie Whittaker, but oh well, that's just me. But so like I said, don't be too surprised if they hint at it and maybe they do another deal like they did with Twice Upon a Time, because that also was literally last minute to step in. And of course, it's because Chibnall refused to do a Christmas special because he's evil. And it's like, no, Chibnall refused to do their Christmas special to bring in a new Doctor, knowing full well he wasn't going to have a series of episodes to back it up for like another year. I know, it's like every showrunner since this thing has began has had successes and they've had episodes that ain't come out too well. So it's like, it's part of the thing. There's some episodes you're gonna like, and others are gonna hate. And there's episodes you're not gonna stand. You're like, ugh. Like I know people who still to this day love Love and Monsters. I'm like, or they really dig Sleep No More and think it's gonna be one of the classic greatest things to be remembered. Or then again, I like that one bit in Dogma. Remember that bet we had what was going to be the biggest box office smash? You said it was going to come down between E.T. and Crush Groove. uh, or Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo. Oh well. But like I said, folks, I know that's what I mean. I never had a problem with Battle of Ranscourt Ave Collis. I mean, me and the panel got into that one. I'm like, guys, they said the theme of the episode was the Battle of Ranscourt Ave Collis. Where was the battle? And I'm like, so there was a Battle of Gettysburg, but I'm not going to show up at Gettysburg and the war's still going on. It's like, all right. Well, folks, I just looked at the clock. I have got to get going. I got to get out of the habit of doing this because I know sometimes the sound does not come over all that great, especially when I got the window cracked. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of the background audio or whatnot. But I like doing these because it gives me a chance, even when I do, because sometimes after work, I'm really wiped out. Matter of fact, 9 times out of 10, I'm really wiped out. So everyone's like, why don't I do the old style videos anymore? So because usually I come home, I'm out cold, I get up. Murder on the Chautauqua, Chapter 5, I'm aiming to have it out today, and that's like a year overdue. And like I said, I apologize for that for anyone, for you one or two people who are actually following Dr. Freedom Eric, the audio series. But it will be out today. I already got right, if I have my way about it. um, and I'm also handing out lines for chapter 6 hopefully by the end of the week. I've been in busy process of writing that because I want to finish that story because I feel like I owe it to you to finish it. You like one or two, maybe three people who will listen to those. So take care, everyone. I've got to get running. I just realized I'm running behind. So everyone, have a great day. Be kind, be calm, be safe, and remember more than anything, don't let the day drag you down. Just look forward to when you get to go home. Be thankful you got there when you do. Okay. Take care, everyone. We'll hopefully see you all in the future. Have a good one.